Hello, everyone. Get my hair through these headphones properly. Yeah, it's time for that one game that like everyone really likes. I don't know, blame them. I like this game. I also really quite enjoy this game. Oh yeah, this is like the first instance where we get to see Ganon in like a more humanoid form instead of like a giant monster or pig. Oh, I can make the chat box come up further. So make this go away. Wait, unlock the chat box and stretch him like that. Everyone likes this. This is the Wand of Gamelon. Okay, not every game can be as good as the Wand of Gamelon. Let's see. I can also make... that come out a little further, maybe? Something like that. I also love this title screen. Like the music and everything. I guess you're right, yeah, it's like different Links and Zeldas every time, and then for some reason, Ganon's just the same guy who just refuses to stay dead. Like, bro, just give it up already. Oh, this will definitely be way more chill compared to something like Zelda 2. Here, I need to open this up over here so I can see it properly. Go live. Button. Open this. Yeah. Okay, so I can actually see this. Wand of Gamelon was the first game to actually feature Impa. Oh, that's funny. I know Impa's in the first couple games in the manual, but that's kind of funny. Let's scoot you over to the left a little bit. There we go. Now, I don't know if I've mentioned this, but I like this game a lot. I very much like Ocarina of Time a lot. I don't think it's perfect. It's not my favorite of the games in the series. It's one of my favorites, but I definitely like a lot of the other 3D Zelda games more. I feel like they're just doing a lot more and have a lot more like interesting stuff going on. But holy, I like this game. Oh, right. The D-pad technically doesn't exist right now. Hey, it'll be funny playing a Zelda game with the analog stick for the first time. Impa is like Zelda's caretaker, the person who teaches you Zelda's lullaby. In Zelda 1, she's the one that tells Link about the adventure or whatever. Yeah, I figured I'd play the 64 version first, just to be a little quirky about it. I do plan on playing the 3DS version later down the line so I can play Master Quest. Because I really want to show off Master Quest to everyone. So we'll do that one when we get to that one, though. I don't think Demise thought the whole Ganon is the eternal manifestation of hatred plant through very well if Ganon is able to die for real by dying at peace. What a loser! Is this the original 1.0 version with the unchanged Fire Temple music? Oh, that's a good question, actually. I actually don't know. I just plugged the cartridge into my 64. I just grabbed the first one that I saw at the game store. I should probably check that actually. If this is the... No, this is a 1.2 version. Hold on. Here, we're gonna listen to some... Here, we're gonna... Actually, I wonder if I can real quick find a, open a new window. Let's see. If I go here, let me go look at my my video game shelf. Let's see. Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, USA, Revision 1, Revision 2, no revision. Let's get a little crazy with it, maybe. Might take a sec to download. Because now I forgot the Fire Temple music was changed slightly. But that is a funny thing to point out. Come on, download faster. Because I don't think very many people have heard that one before, although I think it's somewhat common knowledge in like the Zelda community at least. Oh, this is taking forever to download. Oh, never. We're like we're a quarter way there. Here, let's get to the... You know what? While we're doing this, I'm going to see if I can map a fast forward button to my 64. Do I have a fast forward button anywhere? Let's see. Hotkeys. Speed factor. Does that like speed it up, or does that like set it to a certain speed? So if I like click left stick to do 200%. So that just sets it to 200. And then I have to like find a different button to set it back to normal speed. Hold on. Map a slowdown button for the King Zora cutscene. Where is hotkeys again? So speed factor set 100% to clicking in this stick. So left stick doubles the speed, right stick sets it back to normal speed. There we go. So now for like the story important parts where we can't skip or anything, we can do that. Was there anything else changed in the various revisions of the game? Or is it really just the Fire Temple music changing? Because I saw 2 revisions. I'm currently using a 1.2 version. Were there? I'm guessing there were like stuff patched. I'm assuming. Hello. Ganon went from red blood to green blood unless those 3 is specific. Ooh! Starting GameCube, they changed the Garuda symbol in Ganon's blood color. All right. Oh, it's almost done. Christmas is almost here. You're right at the start. I'm actually switching out which version I'm playing because I'm playing a 1.2 version, but someone said it'd be cool to use the 1.0 version for the old Fire Temple music. So we are currently waiting for my 1.0 version to come in the mail. And the door should be ringing here in just a sec with my package. Any second now, it's almost here. Come on, we're almost there. Oh. All of you who are here sticking around for this part of the stream, all of you are the real ones. Ding dong, my package is here. Sweet, do that. Where do I keep those again? Let me put this with the rest of my N64 games on the shelf. Put you there. Put you right there. I'll put you on the shelf right next to my other Ocarina of Time version. Cool. So if we do like shut down, start, specifically this one. Ayo, we here? Oh, I gotta adjust the screen size, I think. Here we go. Version 1.0. Line this up here so I can see all of you guys because you're all cool. Screen's probably going to stutter for a sec. Cool. Yeah, you're real. Welcome to the real. Here we go. Now the stream is starting. Yeah, we're also going to run this on double speed for a sec. I like Ocarina of Time's story overall. I like how grand the narrative is, especially compared to the other Zelda games, but a text skip button would have been really nice. Not be real very long because you took sleepy med. I hope you get a good night's sleep then. Besides, it usually takes a couple minutes for the rest of everyone to trickle in. I love the colored text. Okay, now we'll start from here. Don't you love watching the creation of Hyrule cutscene every time we play? It's my favorite part. Want to play this someday, but the Master Quest on 3DS? I remember the Master Quest being really funny. I remember it being brutal, but also kind of funny. This part was all... Okay, so a lot of my nostalgia for Ocarina of Time, I played Ocarina of Time 3D on the 3DS as soon as it released. Basically, I bought a 3DS and bought Ocarina of Time 3D like as soon as it released. That was my first time playing this game. And this like blew my mind with the 3D on, because like, whoa, we're like flying all over the place. It's like looking through an open window. It's so cool. One thing that completely and utterly kills a lot of modern game replayability for me is not being able to mash text. It's arguably even worse when it's only unskippable the first time you read it. Yeah, a lot of games really need like text skipping. That's something that I really wish... I love Golden Sun. Golden Sun's one of my favorite games, but holy, I wish that game had text skipping sometimes. Because, I adore that game, but wowie, there's like a lot of text you have to mash through sometimes. Now, the creation of Hyrule cutscene is really cool for like the first couple times you see it, but then you kind of have to like sit there and watch it every time, and it's like, oh, come on, really? Yippee! First 3D Zelda game! Gen 7 Pokemon is unplayable for you on replay. Oh, that's Sun and Moon, right? Because I remember buying, like, Ultra Moon or something, because I was, like, getting into some of the Pokemon games. And I was like, oh, maybe I'll try some of these. I played, like, a half dozen games, and I got to Ultra Moon, and I was like, okay, we'll play this one. And I think somewhere around, like, the 20 or 30 minute mark, I just kind of dropped it. I was like, okay, I don't really want to play this anymore. I kind of just dropped it from there. I don't even remember very much of what happened. I remember, like, Lily gets stuck on a bridge that falls, and then something else happened later. But I don't remember anything beyond that. That's how you use a fairy. To this day, I still call almost every instance of lock-on Z targeting. Like, my brain just defaults to Z targeting anytime I use, like, a lock-on feature or something. Oh, wait. Don't want that to be, like... Yeah, we'll do it like that. When it comes to getting the money in this game, I actually did not know about this for so long. I had to watch, like, a speed run of this game or something, or a video on this game within the last, like, 3 months to learn about the 5 rupees hidden in the shop. I did not know about that. Yeah, there's a blue rupee in the shop. I did not know about that until a couple months ago. Also, wait, is there a way to change how the Z targeting works? I don't think so. I think that's Majora's Mask that lets you change that. Or maybe it's, I think the 3DS version lets you change it, because it's like, whenever you just click it, it like locks on, and you have to click it again to turn it off. Let's rob Mito. Oh, we need to do that too, that's right. Those are the Noel brothers, I don't care about that. Oh, what about this way first? I love discovering stuff about video games that I've played so many times. Playing the old 3D Zelda games also got me really used to the idea of not having a camera button and just, like, doing this to use my camera. Because there's a bunch of games I've played where I'll have an option to move the camera, but I won't actually move the camera. I'll just press the center camera button. Whenever I played Skyward Sword again, I played the Switch version whenever I played it for the first time in a while, and I got about halfway through the game before I remembered the game has camera control. It's kind of clunky camera control, but it has camera control. And I was like, oh, right. I can, like, move the camera now. Oh, I wonder what this is. If you stand very close to the edge as you talk to Fado, you'll fall off while continuing talking to her. Oh, that's funny. Cool sword. You should have practiced before you really fight. Alrighty. Wowie. Now we have the cool sword. But like, yeah, it's just so snappy and easy to use the Z button to just center the camera. So I know you can, like... Jesus. Oh, that's how you turn off the Z targeting that way, huh? So you, like, hold down the stick? Oh. I never noticed that's how you just turn off the Z targeting in this game, is you, like, hold down on the analog stick while... Huh. Neat. So we get the rupees from that. And I think this one is, like... I think the other one is the one you have to do the thrust on to get the free rupees. There we go. It works for a simpler game like... Yeah, for something like a Souls game, like, I definitely use the camera to move around and stuff. But for something like, also for, like, Pikmin games... Like, I don't ever find myself wishing I had a camera button playing something like a Pikmin game. I just kind of make it work. Alright, time to claim what's rightfully mine. Hunter. My money. Life energy is recovered. Woo! 50 money. Alright, let's go buy a shield. Money. Stole Mito's heart. I guess that means he's a tsundere. Oh, that's why he's constantly so mean. Shield. I really thought there was a way to make this text go faster. I have to remember, I'm so used to playing the... I've only played the N64 version of Ocarina of Time once. I've mostly played the 3DS version on repeat. I've probably beaten the 3DS version of Ocarina of Time like a dozen times. I just used to play that game over and over again. I loved it. But the Ocarina, Majora's Mask, I'm used to playing the N64 version mostly. How often do you replay games? Kind of depends on how much my brain just really attached myself to it as a kid. Like, I have beaten Sacred Stones maybe like 20 times in my life. I have beaten Sacred Stones so many times. Some of it helps that a lot of the games I like to play, like the FE series, are very replayable games. Like, they're kind of meant to be replayed over and over. Same thing with, like, Souls games. Like, DS1 is meant to be replayed over and over again. There are some games I haven't played multiple times over, because there's some games that are just too long to play multiple times. Like, I adore Xenoblade 2 and Xenoblade 3, but, replaying one of those games, that's a big time investment, even if you skip the story. That's a lot of time to replay a game. Whereas something like Conquest or Golden Sun are not super long overall. Yeah, some games just can't really be replayed because it'd just be too much of a time investment to replay it. Now I have to remember how I maxed my controls. So you're there, and you're there. Okay. So I have, like, this is the X button, this is the Y button, this is the right trigger button on my controller. Because I don't want to map them to the actual stick, because trying to use the bow or Deku sticks with the right analog stick is incredibly difficult and annoying. Oh, you mean games with, like, puzzle mechanics you can't unlearn the answers? Yeah. Oh, like the Portal games are not as exciting to play on replay because you already know a lot of the answers. You kind of have to wait a little while. Because I remember really liking Portal 2 whenever I played it, but I also have to wait like a little while before I can play it again, so you can kind of like unlearn the puzzles and solutions before going back into it. Ugh. Oh yeah, not mapped controls. I mean, mapping my thumb to click the right button. That's what I meant to say. Trust me. Hey! Do stuff like that with Oracle of Ages, but for entire hidden mechanics, I could never forget those. Yeah. There are some games that I kind of wish I didn't know, like, the hidden mechanics for. I'm trying. I know there's examples. I'm trying to remember one of them. Where you like learn something that the game is like purposefully withholding information, but not for the sake of being cryptic, but for the sake of like the immersion of the gameplay. I guess like close your ears for a sec if you haven't played like RE4, but I've heard in like Resident Evil 4, the game has a very like dynamic adaptive difficulty where it gives you ammo and health pickups dependent on how much you have. That way the game can always keep you feeling like you're on edge with like how much ammo or how much health you have. That way at no point in time do you ever feel like you're like ahead of the game in any way. Which I think is cool, but I kind of wish I didn't know that. You jump off a high cliff, hold forward, you'll roll on the ground. Legends Arceus kind of gets ruined. Once you know, you can always eventually stun Pokemon if you throw enough slime balls. Oh, that's funny. If you play Portal 2 back-to-back, the humor goes from delightful to grating. Oh, I'd have to see about that. I remember loving the humor in that game a lot. Me and one of my younger siblings constantly say stuff in like Cave Johnson's voice. We are proud to announce that all the walls are lined with asbestos. There are mechanical reveals in Void Stranger that are genuinely mind-blowing, but you can't unlearn those to play again fresh. The world we would live in if you could replay a game blind. That'd be so cool if there was some way to learn how to like unlearn how to play a game, or like unlearn a game and play it again for the first time. If only. I'd have to think of some, but I know there are some games that I wish I could unlearn. Or, like, I could go back and play for the first time again because, wow. It's the same because your first playthrough of Arceus was your favorite, but now it doesn't actually hold up now that you know how things work. Yeah, that's kind of sad. What's the game I wish I could play for the first time again? I know there's some out there. Oh, it's inverted. That's right. Alright. Oh, wait! The 3DS version added the little strap on the slingshot. On the center of the slingshot on the 3DS version, there's like a slightly different coloring to the band to give you a better idea of like where it's going to fire. So you could like highlight that part of the band over your target to hit it better. That's kind of neat. It's called Amnesia. All I need is an anvil to the forehead. Oh, not gonna get got by you. Whoosh. Okay, so I do remember I have to like that. I do remember how a lot of the puzzles in this game work. In something like the 2D Zelda games, where I don't know a lot of the I don't remember a lot of the puzzles because I don't play them as much. I remember a ton of the puzzles in this game and how they work. So I might get stuck every now and then just because I don't remember how something works exactly, especially the later dungeons, but A lot of these dungeons, I very much remember a lot of how the puzzles work and everything. So those will be pretty like quick for me to remember. Tunic's one of your favorite game experiences of all time. There's no point in returning to it. No! I've heard good things about Tunic. I will play Tunic at some point. I have heard a lot of people say that because I like the Zelda games so much that I really need to play Tunic. Oh, this is a heart. Remind me, the later 3D Zelda games don't have like hearts and chests like at all, right? I can't think of like any points. I need to actually change how some of the mapping works. That's throwing me off because like left trigger is my Z targeting now, and then like right bumper is the shield. That might throw me off a little bit. Of all the games in the past 5 years, Tunic is one of the most mind-blowing moments you've encountered in a game. Dang, what's funny is I feel like I've heard about Tunic, but before the Zelda streams, I have not really heard anyone talk about the game before. And then suddenly, me doing the Zelda streams, people are like, you gotta play this game, because it's amazing. Tunic recreates the experience of playing a game when you're too young to read the manual or fully comprehend what's happening, so you have to construct everything through context clues. Oh, that was something someone mentioned about the charm, was it kind of feels like you're playing like an older video game, just with like how it's constructed and how it feels to play. Which is something I found fascinating playing some older games. I've really enjoyed going to some of my favorite, like, yeah, like, you just didn't read the manual for a lot of your stuff, yeah. I mean, I know I didn't read a lot of my manuals before. Oh, wait, yeah, that's a different symbol on, like, all the blocks and stuff. Wait, yeah, that's different. That's not what that usually looks like. Oh, another heart. Because I remember reading a lot of my video game manuals. Oh, wait, sometimes I don't think. I used to read a lot of my video game manuals, but I didn't read them, like, before I played the game. I read them, like, as a pastime when I couldn't play the game at the moment. If that makes any sense. It was supplementary to the experience. You need to give your cat attention before she simply perishes. You have to feed the cat. I don't care when's the last time you fed her. If she's meowing, she's hungry or wants attention. Trust me, as someone who doesn't have any cats, I'm a cat expert in how these creatures work. See you around. Happy to see you for a bit. Going back and reading some manuals for some older games that I like and realizing, like, oh, there was info on how you're supposed to beat this game. It was just in the manual. Oh, like, a few nights ago, I was reading the FF1 manual for the first Final Fantasy game on NES. And there is so much information. That game is basically a walkthrough up to the airship. Like, the manual is essentially almost a walkthrough or a strategy guide for how to get the first 2 orbs and get to the airship. It even tells you like what all the spells do, even though like half the spells in the game don't work properly. But it gives you a lot of insight on how the game works and stuff, and it's like, huh. It's almost like they expected you to read this book before and during playing the game. That's crazy. There it is. Oh, I timed that wrong. Come on, come on. Oh, never mind. You get so much time for that. Here we go. There we go. Wow, you are really close right now, Navi. I get it. You can back up a little bit. Personal space, please. I didn't. What? Shut up. You're not doing any good for your reputation. I usually don't find Navi that annoying for the most part, or as annoying as everyone else says that she is. Fi is still much more annoying, yeah. Fi is still annoying for refusing to believe the player can figure out how to complete the puzzles in the puzzle game that they constructed. Like that. Watch this. Puzzle solving skills. Yeah! Oh wait, that's Master Quest where you can do that. Listening to Navi makes you wonder if the entirety of Majora's Mask was really worth it. What? Majora's Mask is definitely worth it. Again, Navi can be a little annoying, but I don't think she's like the worst thing ever. Oh right, I forgot these guys are up on the wall. I'm a fake gamer. Pew. Let's see, is that? There we go, that's where it is. Let's go. Nice. Would you go off searching the world for this fairy shield? Oh right, that's why you like leave on the quest. That's why Link goes on the whole quest, is to find Navi. That's right. I forgot about that. I just thought Link was like, I want to go find more adventures. I completely forgot that the entirety of Majora's Mask starts because you're just looking for Navi. It's crazy how it said in the manual, not even in the game, he doesn't find her at all. Doesn't it say in the opening text to Majora's Mask that like he goes searching in the forest for a friend, and then it plays like Navi's little chime or something? Or it plays like a little sound to give you a hint that like that's what he's looking for. Because I never read the manual, but I remember like after playing Ocarina of Time for the first time and then going back to Majora's Mask, I was like, oh, he's looking for Navi. I could be wrong. I could be misremembering, but I thought there was some kind of text that said like, oh, he's looking for like a friend or something. $23 is 1. How'd you know our secret? How irritating. So annoying that I'm going to reveal the secret to Queen Goma to you. In order to administer the coup de grace to Queen Goma, strike with your sword while she is stunned. Oh, Queenie. Sorry about that! It says he's looking for a friend, but not by name. Right. But that, I guess I just kind of came to the conclusion that, like, that's who he was looking for. I just kind of, like, came to the assumption that that's who he was looking for. The real regret that turned him into the hero Shade was thinking Navi was worth finding for some reason. Oh, you have to like look up at her. That's right. Wait, what's up on the D-pad? Or what's up on my CC? Hold on. Hold on. What did I have that set to? Right, it's mapped to C up. Right, that's what I meant to say. It's mapped to C up. There she is. Look at me. Also, seeing this in 3D was kind of cool. Oh, I messed it up. The last game was Paper Mario. You can do stop and swap. No way. I can't wait to transfer data between my Paper Mario 64 and Ocarina of Time. Fun fact, you actually can't beat the Dodongo Cavern without the Bombette transfer. She's how you unlock the ability to break breakable walls. It's easy to infer because Link has no other friends. I think that's why I came to that conclusion. I was just like, who else would he be looking for? Because, like, Zelda's at the castle. You know what I said was half true, right? Wait, what are you talking about? Oh, I know there's, like, funny speedrun categories or, like, goofy tech you can do by, like, tilting the cartridge in your 64, right? I know the 64 is kind of whack, so you can, like, pull out the cartridge, tilt it, and, like, plug in other games to make the game do really goofy stuff. I don't fully understand how all of it works. But I know there's, like, really dumb stuff you can do by, like, either tilting your cartridge or like, not putting it in all the way or, like, pulling it out and putting in different cartridges midway through. A complicated speedrun of this game that involves using Paper Mario 64 being used to end Ocarina of Time really fast. It's called Stop and Swap. That's funny. I know, Stop and Swap is that Banjo-Kazooie mechanic that they were going to implement where you could, like, while you're playing Banjo 2, you could, like, unplug the game, plug in Banjo 1 to, like, transfer items into the second game. But they were like, wait a sec, that could, like, damage your cartridge in your 64. We shouldn't implement that. So they kind of axed it until the Xbox 360 re-release. But I do it. It's because the 64 is like really fudgy with how it loads RAM and stuff, right? Or how it like loads the game. Tilting the cartridge can let you pass entrance to the Lost Woods and Goron City early. Oh, that's probably what I'm thinking of. Is it something like triggering flag 1872 and Paper Mario trigger? Yeah, it's something like that, I guess. It's like by doing something in Paper Mario, you make the game think you're doing something. Haven't played this game since you were like 12. I probably played it 12 times. I played this game so many times. Specifically the 3DS version. I have played the 3DS version of this game more times than I should probably be willing to admit. But we don't know who the man from the desert is yet. Spoilers. Yeah, shoot. How old was I whenever I got the 3DS? 3DS released in 2015, right? Not like 2011 or something? Right? So yeah, 3DS was like 2011 or something. So I was like, yeah, I was around, actually, wait. I was around 13 or 14 years old then. whenever I first played Ocarina of Time. I would have been like right at 13 or something, or actually 12. Wait, hold on. I was born in December. Counting years is really hard. Yeah, I would have been like 12 or 13 whenever I first played Ocarina of Time. That's so funny. Yeah, I was around that age when I first played Ocarina. Now, I played Majora's Mask before that. I actually played Majora's Mask first, because a friend recommended it to me. So I played Majora's Mask whenever I was like 11 or 12 years old, and I picked up Ocarina of Time on 3DS later. Because I played Majora's Mask on Wii Virtual Console. Yeah, it's awkward for me to remember like how old I was during certain things because I was born in December. So I have to remember like I have to count the year and then remember like whether I need to like add or subtract a number depending on where it is or whatever. It's like, eh. No, the guy from the desert is Pent. You might game over depending on how many turn 1 or 2 Wyverns it gets hit by. I have seen Pent die on turn 2. I have seen it happen before. It's insane that it can happen. Yeah, 3D Zelda really resonated with me whenever I played it. I guess my first ever Zelda I played was the Ocarina of Time demo on Smash Bros. Brawl. Was the first time I ever played a Zelda game. I played it and I was like, wow, this is kind of neat. This is kind of cool, actually. And then whenever I told a friend about it at school, because this was the short time that I went to a private school, I was like, hey, he was like, hey, like if you like that, they're re-releasing it on 3DS pretty soon. So like, don't worry about buying it on Wii Virtual Console. You can just buy, you can just play like Majora's Mask because they don't plan on like re-releasing that one anytime soon. So I played Majora's Mask first, then I went back and played Ocarina, and I loved both of them so much. I fell in love with these two games, especially Majora's Mask. Spoiler, I really like Majora's Mask. Can't remember your first two, well, probably Wind Waker. Oh, I'm scared to get to Wind Waker, because I'm going to make a couple enemies when I get to Wind Waker. Ew. That's gonna be scary. I don't hate Wind Waker, for the record, by the way. I think Wind Waker is a 3D Zelda game, which means there is a floor of enjoyment that it goes to. Like, I feel like when you're a 3D Zelda game, there's like a certain level of good that it is just guaranteed to be, almost. So at the end of the day, Wind Waker's still really fun. But I think it's my least favorite of the 3D Zelda games. And I think I like a lot of the 2D games more than it. Ah! Got. Stupid owl. Owls are cool, but you're not. Yeah, I think Wind Waker is like... I think it's this way. Ironic you like it when you have thalassophobia. Is that's fear of the ocean? Yeah, speedrun tech, kind of. I'm so proud of myself for that. Deep water, pretty much ocean, yeah. Deep water's scary. Like, water can be really terrifying. I totally get it. Like, looking at what water does to, like, giant pieces of rock in the ocean or whatever, water's powerful stuff. So, like, I totally understand, like, a fear of, like, oceans or deep water or whatever. I do quite enjoy playing around in water, though. Like, I love going in, like, swimming pools or whatever, because, I don't know, I find it really relaxing. Oh, I'm going the wrong way. I find it really relaxing to be in water. Like, I love just chilling in bathtubs, because, I don't know, just being in the water is just really nice feeling. But I understand, like, really deep water, like the ocean, like, that's scary. I was also thinking the visuals haven't aged super well. I know N64 emulation is really fudgy for the most part. So I don't know how much of it is like the N64 that I'm using not doing the best job, or if it is just 64, the 64 texture's just not. This is RMG. Mr. Owl, I swear to God. One of the pettiest peeves is how Toon Link Final Smash is a copy of Link's, which is extra dumb because it goes against the message. Oh, right, because like the Triforce goes away and never shows up again, but like he has Triforce Slash. I also dislike it because like it's just same to Link's. I kind of wish it was its own unique thing. Hi. We're going to the castle? Yeah, I like the owl being able to spin his head around and he has two different faces. Again, I love owls. Owls are so cool. I like a lot of birds in general, but I really like owls a lot. Weird egg. I also really like, I like penguins a lot too. I love those guys. Oh, is Toon Link really difficult to fight in Smash? I know so little about, like, Smash Bros. Matchups or whatever. Most of my time playing Smash is from, like, just fighting CPU fighters. I have, like, no knowledge on, like, the multiplayer part. Like, slip up this way, right? Then we go this way, we run over there. And then we climb up that, yeah. Yeah, the game does look a lot more blurry and fuzzy than I remember it looking. But I'm also just really used to the 3DS version. Toon Link is funny because his development-wise, he's the opposite of lazy. He can't reuse animations from Link. Oh, that's true. He can't reuse any of the animations, so they had to make new ones. Oh yeah, it's an old N64 game, so it's not going to look the prettiest. The 3D modeling looks pretty alright. Like, I forgot that the model work looks pretty good for the characters. Like, yeah, they're blocky, but like, I don't know, it looks kind of nice. Something I've come to realize is N64 games do have a bit of charm to them with like their blocky models. Especially seeing how much work the texturing is doing for some of the designs. And then I look at like DS games like Golden Sun Dark Dawn or something. Also, look at this guy schmovin'. But yeah, I look at something like a DS game, and I'm like, that also has the same kind of like blocky-ish look. And then, like, I don't know, the textures on DS games just look really rough to me, even rougher than like a lot of 64 textures. They almost look over-engineered or like overly detailed for how rough the system has it for what it's trying to do almost. I don't know if I'm making any sense. Like looking at Super Mario 64 DS, like I like how that game looks for the most part, but some of the texture work almost looks like it's trying too hard sometimes, if that makes any sense. So it ends up looking like really busy on screen, so it's kind of difficult to like let my eyes understand what's going on. I'm probably talking nonsense right now. Mario 64, Sphere Nose Mario is awesome. He's very neat. I've grown to like the Mario 64 Mario design, despite almost never playing the original Mario 64. I played Mario 64 DS. Yeah, it's the best game ever made, of course. I do think it's crazy that this game is like so well regarded as like pinnacle of gaming. Whenever I think it's like a lot of the other 3D Zelda games are the other 3D Zelda games kind of are like better in my opinion. Like I like Skyward Sword, Twilight Princess, and Majora's Mask all better than Ocarina of Time. We have the silly, goofy Castle Guard music. Oh, we could get greedy and go for the money. Props to Link for climbing through a tunnel filled that high with water while on his knees. I never really thought about that as a kid, that like that's so much water in there. Like he almost has to like duck completely underwater to walk through that. Or to crawl through that. I guess also, yeah, for its for when it was released, like Ocarina of Time was like something spectacular. The teal enemy on that board is the camera. Wait, what? Did I miss something? Somewhere? Did I miss like a cool reference or something? Oh, the real enemy on the board. Yeah, the camera here is a little rough sometimes. For this game's release, I can totally understand why this game is like so well respected as it is. Even back whenever I was playing the 3DS version, I remember thinking, like, this is something big. This is something, like, special. Especially with how grand of a story they're trying to tell with this game. Like, all the scenes with Impa, God, I kind of really wish I didn't know about like Impa going into the game, because I played Smash Bros before. Also, wait, the statues are just PNGs. The statues aren't models. That's really funny. All the statues we've been seeing so far, those are all just like 2D planes. Those aren't actual 3D models of statues. I love developer shortcuts like that. Let's see, which side is it? Oh, this is the side that has the Mario painting. Look at that, it's Super Mario and Peach. I saw Mario and I clapped. Hey you, don't cause any trouble. Bombs? Does this one do anything? I remember the other one does the... No, this one doesn't. Oh wait, yeah, that one does give you something. I didn't know about that. I knew about the other one. I knew about the funny bombs. I didn't know about the money from that one. Neat. I love learning stuff about video games that I've played a dozen times. No way. It's the girl the series is named after. We did it. We found the Legend of Zelda. Of all the 3D Zelda games, I'd rate them all like 4.5 or higher. So this is probably my least favorite of them all, but they're still good. Yeah, all the 3D Zelda games are great. But like some of them are more great or less great than others. Like, come on. Like Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess. That's some peak. I'm so excited to play Twilight Princess again. And Majora's Mask. I adore Twilight Princess. Oh, the ones you rate highly. Oh, I'm really good at reading. Okay, Zelda, I love you, but like, this is a lot of yapping. Was that tree layered over the stairs? Oh, maybe. Keep it secret from everyone? She said the line. It's a secret to everybody. I really hope my mouse hasn't been on screen. I mean, my, like, cursor on screen. Ooh, the Triforce! Look, it's the triangles! 2014 was a dangerous time. Why are so many people pitting Majora's Mask and Twilight Princess against each other? Why must powerful women fight? I mean, yeah, at the end of the day, two cakes. Like, you don't have to make them fight. Like, at the end of the day, there's both. But have you considered that my brain likes organizing things and likes sorting things? My brain has like a insatiable desire to rank things and order things. I love sorting things into like orderings and tiers and stuff. I don't believe you. Still don't. Majora's Mask was the most underrated game that people love calling underrated, but literally nobody had anything bad to say about it. This game is so underrated, everyone thinks it's perfect. Fine, I'll believe you. Close up. Like just the other day, I listened to the entire Epic musical again on YouTube, and my immediate thought was, I gotta rank the songs. I gotta go to tier list maker and I gotta rank all the songs. And I did. I forgot to save it, so I don't have it on me anymore, but I did. Hi, Impa. Cool to get to see you on screen. This is a reminder to drink some water. Yo, a song from the royal family. Played it to Princess Zelda as a lullaby. What should we call this song? It took me a while to realize that she's like whistling the song to you. I never understood like what was oh shoot, wait, playing the ocarina is gonna be hell. Oh, I think it's like okay. Cause my C buttons are all over the place. Oh, maybe she does have a little flute. I know in the 3DS version it looks like she's whistling, at least. She holds like two of her fingers up to her lips as if she's whistling. Or maybe that was a joke and I'm falling for it. Oh, yeah, it was a joke. Ah! Oh, something about Ocarina of Time that I have fallen off of over time is Hyrule Field was really cool and expansive when I first played it on 3DS. Why is this place so big? I get it kind of feeds into the like how grand the game feels because you have this giant field to run around in, but it's a little empty for how large it is. It was cool to run around in on Epona whenever I was younger, but I think nowadays I get a little annoyed at how large it is. Well, okay, not how large it is, more like how little there is to do in it. But before we do anything else, we need to go this way. Just use the boots to get around faster. I'm already wearing them. I can't wait to equip the iron boots to get more movement. Backwards walking. Haunts. I'm here to learn how to play the pretty song. It should have had a Bokoblin camp with a blue one that shoots you after you bomb all of his red teammates with cartoonish TNT. No way. I put Breath of the Wild in Ocarina of Time Hyrule Field. Alright, we have to. Oh, that's something I had to remember about this version compared to the 3DS version, because the 3DS version has the like the ocarina button on it, so you don't have to equip the ocarina to play it. So I think it's that one, that one, that one. There you go. Yeah, it also has the 2 extra buttons to use. It has 2 buttons mapped to X and Y that you can use immediately, but it also has 2 touchscreen buttons, which are perfect for stuff like bottles or the boots. So you can just put the iron boots in like the bottom right button, so you can just like tap it to equip the boots or whatever. Thank you, Hans. I love you too. But then it added the ocarina button in the bottom left, because the ocarina in this game is in this weird space where you use it enough that it kind of gets a little annoying to swap back to it every time you need it. But you also don't need it enough to constantly leave it equipped. As a kid, you always remember having the hover boots equipped because you liked them, so you kept them in the corner. I also ran around with the hover boots all the time. I think I convinced myself you moved faster with them. I just convinced myself that you run way faster with the hover boots on, so I constantly wore them everywhere. Let's see. Then we do it like... How do we do this? We do it like... This kind of... Mumble, mumble. I'm awake already. Let's play a money-making game! Got some free time on your hands, you say? Well, how about a little game? There are 3 cuckoos that are... There's 3 of them that are super... If you can pick out these 3 special birds from among the normal ones. Wait. Has there always only been one O in the bird's name? Is that how it's always been spelled? No, it is. No, it isn't. No, you're messing with me. Not that one. Hey, got it. I very much feel like oh, yeah, sure. I very much feel like I remember there being a second note, because that's why I called them cuckoos for the longest time. Is it cuckoo? I guess something else I need to learn is, since I played this game back whenever I was like 12 for the first time, I probably pronounced a lot of things wrong. There's a lot of things I realized that I probably pronounced just wrong. Why are these steps so high? This is not wheelchair accessible. Excuse me, sir. I'm just gonna go into your house for a sec. I'm here to collect your taxes. Tasty. Okay, now I'm gonna leave. 64! We have 64 rupees! That's the name of the console we're playing this on! Is that a Nintendo 64 disc drive reference? Oh, I guess we can go find Luigi. Here, we'll go talk to Luigi before we go. I can't believe that I, the great Ingo, am working in the dumps of this place. Yeah, if only. The sleeper best innovation of Metroid Dread is actually the addition of ZL and ZR buttons to Morph Ball and Grapple Beam, so you don't have to constantly switch or double tap anymore. Oh, that sounds really useful. I love games that make use of all the controller buttons. I do like that. Luigi gets to just join along sometimes. He's cool like that. I love me some Luigi. He's so silly. Who else remembers peak Luigi shenanigans with Negative Zone from Smash Brawl? What was happening there? Like, huh? Why was his final Smash in Brawl not themed around, like, the Poltergeist at all? So, like, why? Because I know in, like, in later Smash games, they changed it to be related to, like, him using the Poltergeist, but why? Negative Zone is why Mr. L was so powerful. Isn't Mr. L someone else, though? Like, why would Negative Zone make Mr. L more powerful? It's crazy, because I just played Super Paper Mario, and they, like, never resolved who Mr. L was. I was very upset. How do I drop down again? Nope, that's not what I wanted to do. Do, like, that. Still think the weirdest Final Smash is DDDs in Smash 4. Oh, what is it? I don't remember it. I remember I remember Waddle Dee March or Waddle Dee Army in Brawl. I very much remember that one. Luigi's a freaked up psychopath. It's his dark side that he developed while living in his brother's shadow. Every Smash Bros. Game is an amalgamation of Masahiro Sakurai's characterization and headcanons he cemented in 2002 that never changed. You know what? I think you're on to something. Turns out all the silly stuff in Smash is just his fan fiction that he created whenever he was a kid. Oh, right, I remember it now. Yeah, he just, like, hits a guy a bunch or something. He, like, inhales them first and then hits them a lot with a hammer. I mean, hitting things with a hammer is really fun, so I don't blame him. So, yeah, you have to play the thing here. They tried to buff DDD by making him faster, but it ended up nerfing him because then he couldn't combo anymore. Oh, that's really funny. It's like... Well, that's backwards. There we go. You probably played through the Zelda games at some point in your experiences playing on your 3DS with the Master Quest, but in Link Between Worlds. Yeah, I like Link Between Worlds as well. Master Quest is messed up in this game. I remember Master Quest having some really messed up puzzles that are like, really? Like, I'm surprised I figured that out. Wah! Oh, the final Smash specifically, not him in general. Oh. Get in the hole. Ooh, the Royal Tomb. Oh, I don't have the thing set. We have milk. I really thought there was a way to change the Z targeting to where you have to like hold it for it to work. I could be making that up though. Or maybe it is just a 3DS version that lets you do that. Because the way it works now is like you click it once, and then it like stays on or whatever, and then you have to like click it again to turn it off. Oh wait, you just get up on this. I'm good at thinking. There's another bat somewhere in this room. Where are you? Or Keith, I'm sorry. Where are you? I hear you. Remember playing Master Quest as a kid, and the forest time I got lost, only to realize you looked behind me, forgot the solution to one puzzle. Oh. Never clear Fire Temple. Fire Temple has a really mean key in it. In Master Quest. There's like a key hiding under a movable like platform or something somewhere. It took me hours to find that one key. I know that sounds simple, but whenever I get to where it would be, I'll have to show you. It tripped me up. It took me forever to find that key. Alright, you can't just like jump over that. Get away from me! Kind of like the final smashes, they... here we go. Read this real quick while kind of like the final smashes, they made more than the game accurate ones because it makes sense to kid that their new special technique they unlock from the Smash Ball energy in particular. That's a good point. I do like the funny whimsical final smashes too. They're like, wow, this is cool. I remember loving using Link in Smash, but I never liked his final smash because it's just kind of you hit a guy a bunch by like standing next to them pressing B. Hold on. There we go. Stuff like Giga Bowser was always one of my favorites. Snakes in Brawl was always really funny because you just get to like go in front of the screen and then just fire stuff at people. Just like thump, thump. I remember liking that one a lot. What's another? The one where like Kirby cooks everyone is a favorite. I like that one. So it's a... No, it's... There we go. It's really awkward playing this thing without the directional C buttons. Oh wait, is there a torch in this room? There is, right? Yeah, there is. Okay, so that's what you're supposed to do. You go in here. Nope. There we go. And Brawl it at least made a really cool sound, but it's weird and clicky in the new ones. Oh! I do remember that somewhat. Because I remember Toon Links having like a weird sound to it in Brawl whenever you use them. Well, phooey. I think I used them while they were still stunned and it didn't restun them. Nah, they all stay stunned, right? Nope, they don't stay stunned. I'm making this up. I thought that was the tech. Oh wait, you can't actually run back fast enough with that. We'll go through this. Really like the Brawl Ragnar for sounding super heavy. I also like the Smash 4 for sounding so weak, and then it wraps back around to being smooth like butter. And I hate the Ultimate one for being awkward middle ground. Oh, I remember liking Great Ether. It felt cool. I had never played Path of Radiance or Radiant Dawn, so I was like, whoa, this is so cool. I also remember being really confused by like Ike being really strong in Brawl, like big heavy hitter, slow heavy hitter, and then I play Path of Radiance and I'm like, where his strength? Like why isn't he strong? I was like, bro, it's just another Eliwood or something, or like where he just has the generic, like, middling everything. Show you that. This sure is Zelda's handwriting. He is under my orders to save Hyrule. What kind of fun game has our princess come up with now? Okay, okay, you can go through. Just be careful, Mr. Hero. And then, yeah, Radiant Dawn Ike rolls around and it's like, oh, this guy could uproot a tree by himself. By the way, Mr. Hero, if you're going to climb Death Mountain, you should equip yourself with a proper shield. It's an active volcano, after all. Go back to Hyrule Castle Town Market. You should check out the bazaar. They sell the shield you need there. Tell them I sent you, and they'll give you a special discount. So I remember in the 3DS version, for whatever reason, he tells you about this discount, and then if you go buy a shield as adult Link, you can still get the discount. I was adult Link. I talked to the shield guy, and he was like, "Oh, you talked to the guy on the mountain. Here, I'll let you have it for cheap." I was like, "What? That was 7 years ago." So now I'm gonna go get the Keaton mask. Was just practicing Song of Storms to your guitar and get on YouTube, see you're playing Ocarina of Time. Oh, that's awesome. It knew. The guy probably died, so he's probably trying to honor him. Oh, that's true. Yeah, this guard is so mean. Sakurai wanted a slow heavy sword fighter in Smash, but once they added canon slow heavy sword fighters and also fast heavy sword fighters, they still haven't gone back and tweaked Ike to match. Oh, I am so far behind on like how the different fighters are as fast as like weight and speed or whatever. So my experience with Smash, I played Brawl a ton. Whenever I was younger, I played a ton of Brawl. I played a lot of Smash 4 as well. And then I got... what's it called? I got Smash Ultimate. And I played it some, but then I didn't play it nearly as long. It didn't help that I didn't have as many people at that time in my life to play Smash with compared to the other games. I actually had like people that I was playing Brawl with, and I had people I was playing Smash 4 with. When it came to Ultimate, I just didn't have like the same friend group to play Smash with at that time. I really hope... Here's what I hope. I don't know if this will happen, but I hope that now that we've had Smash Ultimate, next time we get a Smash game, they're willing to kind of rework some stuff. Like this was the ultimate version of Sakurai's initial vision for Smash Bros. And then now we can do stuff like, hey, maybe like a bunch of the characters can get some reworks. Like, can we please give Mario or Donkey Kong some new moves or something? Like, can we give Donkey... Like, doesn't Donkey Kong still have a really generic moveset? Where he just... Like, he has, like, the gigantic punch, the headbutt, the slamming the ground, and, like, the spin attack or helicopter. Like, I feel like I remember that... I haven't played very many Donkey Kong games, but nothing about his moveset tells me anything about him or his games. It's just that he's big, strong gorilla. Nothing he does makes me think about, like, the Donkey Kong Country games. It's just kind of big gorilla guy. So it'd be kind of cool if a game came along that really, like, shuffled up some movesets and made some units feel... Or units. Made some of the fighters feel, like, more unique. Or, more like their game or something. I really hope I'm making sense. Do you want to buy any more, like, Deku sticks or anything? I might actually buy some sticks. Smash 4 DDD wasn't fun, but it didn't chain grab you to death from 4 or from 0. Oh, what was Brawl DDD like? I remember using him a bunch just because I thought it was funny. I just like throwing waddle-dees at guys. His hands are as big as the shield. The shopkeep wears the shields as a ring. That'd be such a cool... Wait, that'd be a really cool thing for imagine like a giant, or like not like a super like giant in Myth or whatever, but you have like a fantasy character who's like much bigger than all the rest of the party, but instead of like wearing the shield around your arm or whatever where it's supposed to go, they wear it around their ring finger or whatever, and they just use like a piece of jewelry. That could be funny. Oh, maybe it is Huge Hands Hans, the guy with the really bad puppet shadows, or shadow puppets, or whatever they're called. Thing about Donkey Kong is his moves are generic, but also good and cool. There are characters out there who need reworks because their moves are generic and bad. Oh, that's fair. Yeah, again, I know very little about like Smash balancing or anything like that, other than like, oh boy, wouldn't it be cool if like X character had like a slightly different moveset or something? Brawl DDD can third of the cast from 0 to 99 off one grab if they're a specific weight. Oh, that's terrifying. My knowledge on like of Ocarina, not Ocarina of Time, Brawl like Smash stuff is that Meta Knight was really good and Ganondorf was bad, which is why I was really confused whenever I used Meta Knight to I used Ganondorf to beat like a level 9 CPU Meta Knight, and I was like, huh, so much for like Meta Knight being the best one. I just beat him with Ganondorf at level 9. Like, huh, that sure is strange. Not completely misunderstanding like how tiering in a Smash game works. I just thought, I was like, that doesn't make any sense. I thought this guy was supposed to be the worst and lose to everything. Ganondorf sure is certainly good when you're playing against an unthinking machine. Also, yeah, I kind of ran past all the Gorons. I love the Gorons. It's so sad that Ganondorf, one of Nintendo's premier villains, is a Captain Falcon clone. Yeah, that's one of them. Like, why is Ganondorf just a copy of Captain Falcon? Like, that doesn't... I didn't give the mask to the guy. I like not thinking. No, how do you... You have to, like, light the torches or something. No, you have to play the song and light all the torches. So you have to get the ocarina out. So it's, that, no, wait. There we go. Smash Ganondorf isn't bad because he's a punch kick merchant. He's bad because he's been unplayably bad since 2007. I guess that's true. Melee was made like really quickly on a quick turnaround. More of the opinion Ganon should get new move animations, but keep the actual functionality the same because they're all pretty good. His speed just needs help. Oh, I remember in Smash 4, like you could trade out like the giant punch move or whatever to like add the sword to the animation, so he does like a sword thrust instead. I remember liking that a lot. I thought that was actually kind of cool. So instead of just punching a guy, he actually like pokes you with the cool Arbiter sword that he has. Why he spin? Actually, yeah, could someone explain that for me? I've never understood why like you. Oh, yeah, I can't pick it up. That's right. Like, why do you spin after you solve a puzzle sometimes? Am I missing something? Because it always confused me, even when I was younger. It's like, oh, I solved the puzzle. Time for me to like rotate multiple times while it shows me what's going on. I need to like this one. Well, that's funny. Plays like a little puzzle sound effect for puzzle clear sound effect for those. That lets us go back to over here. Nice. It'd be peak if he had epic references for more Zelda games, but also he has the chokehold slam. Yo, I love grabbing people out of the air with the side B and slamming them off the stage. That's my favorite thing ever. His moveset rules in Project M. They didn't really change anything, which has made it feel like he has any kinetic energy behind his punches. Do you want to hear what I said again? Nope. No, I don't. Shut it. Just follow your ears and listen to the sounds coming from the forest. Hoot hoot! So we go this way, and then I think it's... Yeah, it's left. And then right? Yeah, it's forward. I think it's left from here, then. Yeah. So we go this way. Sure we don't get jump scared. Ah! Got him. Hey, Soraya, your guard dog just tried to eat me. Angry Deku. Why would Sriracha do this? I imagine I've heard people say her name different ways. I'm assuming Soraya is the way I think I've said it my whole life. Soraya song? Is that how I used to say it? I think that's how I used to say it. Because I've heard some people say Saria before. Saria for you. Yeah, I think Soraya is what I used to say. I love these little Deku guys so much. Some of why I'm really happy to see get some Majora's Mask, so we get to go to the Deku Kingdom. You say Saria, huh? Or Saria. Yeah, I think Saria. Now I can't remember how I used to say it. Saria song. I think I used to say Saria. Then again, I think I used to say a lot of names wrong. Like, I think I used to say the Gerudo wrong. Oh, I know I say, Kakariko wrong. I know I say that place wrong, but no matter how many times I, like, tell myself, I never say, Kakariko Village's name right. It always comes out as Kakariko. Because I don't know why, that's just what I called it whenever I was younger. Like, oh, it's Kakariko Village. So now I'm like, oh, cool, let's go to Kakariko. Great, great. Why is your text center aligned sometimes? Or other people's text do that too. Why is your text center aligned? Sparkling Ocarina. Okay, now we can go back home. I actually do want to go back to the start of the Lost Woods before coming back. Oh, maybe I'll make this like a soft rule, but I don't think I want to use any bottled fairies in this playthrough. Because I think those are kind of lame. Like, the game's not super hard in general, but I don't think I want to use any, like, bottled fairies in this playthrough, so that way the potions can actually kind of exist almost. Because, like, what do you mean I can just come here and get as many, like, revival fairies as I want? I feel like this isn't even a case of, oh, you just know where the secret is, so now it's really good. That's not that hard of a secret to find. But it's like right there, so I'm assuming it's not even like that difficult of a secret. At least I remember I found it pretty easily as a kid. I was like, oh, I can just farm fairies here anytime I want. Shut up. No. No. Nope. Take another sip. Crunch, 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 my ice. I want to go this way. So I believe we go right to find the thing I'm looking for. Yes. I always felt like this was kind of incredibly simple. Like, I remember with the motion controls, this actually being a little difficult in the 3DS because you have to, like, make sure you line up your shot. Please, take this. Yeah. Pouch. I could go down there and get the heart piece, but playing the ocarina on this controller is really annoyingly difficult. So this takes us back here. See, I'll go ahead and go back here. Meow. That's Sakure's Seth and Deku. Wowie. That's the name of that one guy. So let's see, we'll get a stick. Go, my child. Set things ablaze. No! Okay, we'll go show the big guy that he knows how to shmove it. Oh, we gotta equip the ocarina. Hey, big guy. So it's that one. Okay, I love the scene, but while this plays out, I'm actually gonna go switch my laundry over. So I'll be right back, guys. Okay, we back. Oh, the Z's been hanging out over the thing. That's unfortunate. Here, let's, I didn't see that. Chatbox. I didn't realize that was overlapping onto the game like that. Whoopsie-daisies. Oh, that's not the right button. There we go. Sorry about that. Gen 7 would have been replayable if it had cutscenes where 5 minutes of the Goron just dancing on loop. I think they should have turned this into a rhythm game. They should have turned the Goron dance into a rhythm game. I think that would have made Gen 7 Pokemon incredibly awesome. Right, you're the guy with the hammer in Hyrule Warriors. The Spiritual Stone of Fire, also known as the Goron Ruby. I love rhythm games so much. Ooh, something I remembered while doing my laundry. Don't let me forget, we gotta get the ice arrows as soon as possible. We're going on the quest for the ice arrows in this playthrough. I did unmute myself, right? Am I going crazy? Hello, this is Jacob talking. Oh, that does sound like me, alright. We gotta go get the ice arrows as soon as possible. Because there will be justice for ice arrows. Are the ice arrows a trade quest? They're a weird item. The area they're in is like a later game area. They're in the Gerudo Fortress, but you can get them early. Cause it's been a while. If I'm remembering correctly, the major things barring you from getting the ice arrows is you need Epona to jump over the gap, and then I think you need like 1 or 2 items to complete the actual area inside. You complete to complete the training grounds. You might need the iron boots actually. Yeah, me when the ice arrows just don't do anything in the base game. But that's why I wanna go get them so I can use them throughout the whole game. Ever since I watched that that one like Iron Boots Ice Arrow video. I'm working on something really cool right now, but it's gonna take a while. If you can wait 5 or 6 years, it should be ready. Yeah, my curiosity was from that, shoot, now I don't remember the content creator's name. Liam something? It's a very cool video about the ice arrows in Ocarina of Time. I also learned about a lot about Ocarina of Time's development in that video. Reminds me of how cross bombs are basically useless in late game, as a late game power in Metroid Dread, but you can do ball sparking, get them mid game, so they're way more useful. Oh, that's neat. You just have to be willing to go out of your way and get them earlier. All right, let's. I think we have to throw it like that way. Yeah! First try! Now let's see if I can first try this. Oh, no, it's this way, that's right. You can jump on, you can't jump on this fence, right? Let's see if I can first try this. No! Can you do that in the original Ocarina of Time? I know I've done it in the 3DS version multiple times. I'll try it like one more time, and if I don't get it, I'll give up. Let's see, let's go for it. Link's so lucky he knows to roll to avoid fall damage. Exactly. It's like a pinpoint lineup, I think. You have to be like pretty precise about it. Yeah, I think it's something like that. No, I did that completely wrong. That attempt doesn't count. That one doesn't count. I did that wrong. I want to get this. I want to show off that I'm a cool gamer. I like how that one Goron is trying to roll down the hill as fast as possible to bring like the bomb flower to the door so he can open it. But he never once had the idea to take the bomb flower and just throw it. Oh, I almost had it. Is the best way to avoid fall damage IRL is to go completely limp so your body bounces off the ground instead of cracking? That's why unconscious people technically like more likely to survive big falls. I know that's why people who fall unconscious or are completely limp survive like car crashes more likely. Because if your body's just completely limp, it doesn't like break and fracture under stress or whatever. It just kind of like ragdolls a bit. Like, not to that extent, but from what I understand, like, if your body's more loose and limp, you don't break as many bones or fracture as many bones in something like a car crash. No, I almost had it again! Hold on, I can do this. Maybe you can't do it in the 64 version. I could just be, because I know I've done it in the 3DS version. Maybe you just can't do this in the 64 version. I'll try it one more good attempt. If I just like walk off the ledge by accident, this attempt doesn't count. But I do know that like rolling is also kind of how you can like fall from somewhere high up. That's not how that's supposed to go. Funnily enough, this jump that I'm trying to do... Okay, I give up. That jump is one of the first times I can remember playing a video game, looking at something and going, can I, like, sequence break this? Can I do this out of order? Because I remember looking at that piece of heart above the ledge and going, huh, can I just jump off of this and reach this? And I felt like a genius whenever I got it. I was like, oh my gosh, I got this early. That's not how you're supposed to do that. Like, that's so cool. Many lava pits around here, so watch your step. Oh god, not the BMOS. No, not the BMOS. Here, I know how to get rid of you guys. Explode. Okay, I think I very much remember how you're supposed to do this. I think you sell wooden shields or something. I'll give you a Deku shield, sure. You can't have any more. Come back again. Literally all of Mario Odyssey as a grown-up is mini 15. Wow. Difficult reading. Ignoring the obvious intent to jump into unnecessary skip and take double the time they would have taken normally. Oh, yeah. Look, I love doing dumb stuff like that. Like, oh, this is how you're supposed to do it, but what if I do it this way? Beat that guy up. He still has a full inventory. No, I love Deku guys, though. I could never beat up a Deku guy unless they're, like, trying to kill me. I love the Deku so much. They're little, they're guys, and they're little guys. And they're, like, cool, and I like them. I remember whenever I first played Tears, the first room where you get the Ultra Hand, where you're supposed to, like, stitch two pieces together and build a bridge out of them to, like, cross the first gap, my only thought was, can I, like, do this wrong? So I remember, I tried to take one platform, stick it out over the ledge, so it was, like, hanging over the ledge. And I was like, I wonder if I can drop the second piece to, like, catapult me over the gap. And after several minutes of dying over and over again, I finally got it. I did it wrong again. I'm too impatient. I need to wait. Yeah, it's so much more fun to, like, ignore the intended solution and say, like, can I do this instead? Die, monster! There's a thing down there, right? Yeah. Tears of the Kingdom unironically peaks that the early Ultra Hand puzzle with the broken upwards cart track that doesn't seem to have an actual right answer. Funnily enough, I don't remember a lot of Tears' puzzles and stuff. I mostly remember not using like any of the Zonai devices for any of the puzzles. Because I was kind of like, there's all these cool puzzles, or I could use like a Zonai device to make like a rocket shield or like a car or a helicopter. And I kind of remember being like, oh, like that's not as fun. Like I want to actually like solve the puzzle. I don't want to just like build a flying machine. Oh, that just makes this guy appear. I don't care about that. I imagine the Zonai devices are really fun for people who like building cool vehicles and stuff. So like if any like Banjo-Kazooie nuts and bolts players pick up the game, I'm sure they'll have a lot of fun. You know, all 6 people who like that game. But I don't know. I didn't really have as much fun with like the Zonai devices and stuff. I kind of thought the finding the more intended solutions was more fun. Oh, here, watch this. Yeah! Big brain. Oh, wait. Switch the shield out so we don't lose it. We'll switch this out for that, actually. Tears didn't go nearly as far with how weird the puzzles can be. Yeah, it's kind of... I don't know. I remember kind of thinking, like, it's more Breath of the Wild in, like, a good and bad way. You have a time rewind power, and their idea is you can make a gear spin the opposite way, like, 10 separate times. Yeah. Backflip. I don't know if I'll collect all the gold Skirlutas, but I don't know. I like collecting them sometimes. Eh. Okay, so yeah, we pulled this guy over here to be on top of that. Remember that one YouTube series of a 20-foot tall Zonite guy named Jimmy who regularly fires rockets into Gleeoks and throws them off bridges? I think I've seen some of those. Okay, Tears has some really good, like, funny videos of the stuff people build. I'm just not creative or patient enough to try to build stuff like that, so it doesn't appeal to me personally as a player, I guess. And yeah, I hope the newer Zelda games do kind of take some inspiration from the older 3D Zelda games. Like, you can kind of try to have it both ways. Like, if you want to keep more of, like, the open worldy stuff, you can try to implement more, like, puzzles as we know them. Yeah, I kind of, as much as I like Breath of the Wild and Tears, I do really miss kind of how 3D Zelda games used to play and feel. Jump attack stick. Hey, you forget, they use the rewind power for, like, block drops out of the sky that you can climb onto and rewind to go up into the sky. They do that a couple times. The Bozo. Bro lived. Less of a puzzle, more of a navigation feature. It is. It's more of a, like, yeah. Like, just a means to get you up into the sky. which, despite all the marketing, was pretty undercooked for the most part, sadly. I like how these guys have completely blank white triangle blades. Oh, do they? That's funny. Alright, I'll sell you Deku Sticks. Sure, man. Support local business. What if there was a Twilight Princess 2 and Link was a horse? They make Twilight Princess sequels, but every sequel is just turning Link into another animal. Bring me pictures of Catboy, Twilight Princess 3 Link. I want that twink and cat ears. Dodongos. Hey! I can't wait for Twilight Princess 8 where Link turns into a giraffe. Oh, something I always found funny about playing this game. So the game tells you, like, hey, when you need to put a Deku Stick away before it breaks, make sure you press the A button to put it away before it burns. I never did that as a kid. I always just pressed B to pull your sword out. I can't think of a single time where my Deku Stick was about to burn, so I pressed the A button to put it away. I just pressed B to put it away. I remember being like, why would I ever use the A button? It's slower that way. You would get that giraffes are your favorite animal. Giraffes are neat. They're so long. Link's to turn into a purple rabbit and become a capitalist. You know what? I think you're onto something. God, I can't believe Ravio introduced all of the subscription-based purchases to Low Rule. Because of Ravio, everything is subscription based now. Maybe that's why Low Rule has such like a dark timeline. It's like Netflix got invented in Low Rule. Oh, I did that wrong. Oh, wait, this might work. Peak. Trying to find out Nintendo did 2 Purple Rapids in 2 different games 2 years in a row. Yeah, didn't the... I feel like I remember hearing that the developers for each were asked, like, hey, like, why did you make similar characters twice? And they were like, nah, bro, like, that was unplanned. We just both had funny ideas for characters. I forgot which path leads where. Where does this go again? Oh, those are Armos. Gonna prank the Armos when I get home. Oh, that didn't go how I thought it would. Hey, don't you go back to bed on me. Don't you go to sleep on me. Oh, has Nabbit come back in some other games? Yo, Compass! How do you use this compass? There's no ad read about how the compass has a new feature that'll make a chime sound when you're in the same room as a room with a key in it. Play a little Mario World, Mario Kart, Mario Wonder, Mario Kart World, and Mario Tennis Fever. Oh, that's neat. He's the resident easier character for little siblings. Oh, I remember that's what he was in New Super Mario Brothers Luigi. He like was invincible or something. Nabbit shows up occasionally to the delight of no one. I think it's kind of cool to have like Nabbit show up as a different Mario character, I guess. I guess it's kind of cool to have a character that isn't just like a Toad, which is why we need to put Nabbit in Paper Mario. Whatever the next Paper Mario game is going to be. Let's see, what would the next Paper Mario be? Paper Mario and the Paper Aircraft Carrier of Justice. Buh. I'm not doing very well. Bro's not even flapping his wings. How is bro flying? That's nonsense. We have Yoshis and Birdos. I love Yoshi. Yoshi's neat. Funny thing about invincibility modes is that they never help me as a kicks out die against like bottomless pits. Oh yeah, that's stuff that would like kill me in like 2D Mario games, like getting crushed or falling into lava. That's the stuff that would kill me, not touching the slow-moving enemies. So it's like, cool. Like, this wouldn't even really help me. Okay, I kind of remember this room. You have to, like... Oh boy, it's the spike traps. You never know what will be around the corner in these narrow paths. Use Z targeting to always look the proper direction. This is a useful technique, isn't it? Gee, wouldn't it be really cool if there was an item that lets you, like, freeze these guys in place? I don't know, that sounds kind of cool. Let's see. Woo! I always like when bottomless pits are just quarter health and respawn, since it looks like the character had to climb all the way back up after a fall and lose a quarter worth of their stamina. Let's see. So we need to throw bombs up that way. Well, that didn't work at all. When I was a kid, I got the P-Wing in the last level of Mario 3D Land. I hadn't seen it before, and I used it and skipped the level. I'm trying to think of Mario games that's not what I meant to do. Well, get away. Hide. Cool moon shape on the block. Also, hi, Julia. Oh, doesn't Mario Galaxy 2 have one of those, like... difficulty things where if you're like struggling with a part of the level, like a Cosmic Rosalina will show up and say like skill issue plus ratio, let me beat the level for you. Well, that time I got it right. I feel like there's something else in here I'm forgetting to get. Alright, there's the thing down here I can go try to get. Dang, I don't remember the camera being this kind of janky in Ocarina of Time. I remember the camera being much... Maybe they smoothed it out some in the 3DS version, and that's just what I'm used to. Because I don't remember it being this way in like the 3DS version. Or like many other Zelda games. Usually the camera in a Zelda game does not isn't a bother to me at all. Nope, not what I meant to do. Ow. That's right. If you let Rosalina beat the level for you, get a bronze star. Ooh. so I do kind of remember how this puzzle works, but I feel like I remember there being like, well, there is no treasure chest on here. That's right. It would have told me. Oh, I got it anyways. Eh. Nope, we just go forward. Look both ways before you cross the street. Get away. Ah! I think this is the mini boss again. Yeah. Ah. Oh, I should probably like use the thing. Let's go, Lizalfos! Well, you gonna come over here, bro? I could go for jump attacks, but I'm afraid I'm gonna, like, fall if I do. Oh, bro is really confused. Ah. I need to get one of these. Funnily enough, this has like a door key over here in Master Quest. You need the bombs to get over here, but there's like a door key hiding all the way over here. It's really funny. Think fast! Yes, the snaky boy. He's so lizard foe. Also, I don't know if anyone else knows this really, but I remember it blowing my mind as a kid that down there is like where the last Lizalfo fight was. Like, you can kind of see the platforms down there where you fight the other Lizalfos. I was like, whoa! It's like the same room, but we're higher up now. Oh, it was also pretty easy to please as a kid, so like, meh. The most iconic super guide blocks a new Super Mario Bros. Wii. If you die like 8 times, Luigi blocks shows up. And it locks you out of a save file star permanently. Huh. Interesting. Can't you just like go back into the level and complete it afterwards? I thought you could like go back into the level and like beat it afterwards to like get the proper ending to the level. That's really funny. Luigi's just like, nope. Yeah, we just go up here in the bomb bags up here. Ooh, free stuff. Okay, but the L block is one thing. What about the Mario block in New Super Luigi U, where you can play the game with Mario physics? Did you ever think about how cool that would be? I'm gonna jump down here and get this because I have 64 rupees again. That's like the game. It's like the name of the game. New Super Zelda U, 64. Uh-oh. Shopkeepers. The scariest thing you could ever encounter on your adventure. Capitalism. I surrender. In return, I'll sell you Deku Nuts. Sure, bro. I like this guy. The Legend of Zelda 64. My favorite game. I'll sell you Deku Seeds. 30 pieces for 40 rupees. You know what, man? How about that? You chill in my boat. I don't actually think I need them, but you know what? I like you, so... And now I get to walk all the way back. Your Honor was going to bug me if I didn't see what was behind that door. Ooh. Ow. The shopkeeper Deku scrub, he's chill. I like him. Mostly just because he's a Deku, and I love Deku guys. They're so neat. I want more of them. I want more games with Deku guys. This is the part where everyone tells me I need to play Echoes of Wisdom. Robin is the really cool person that was willing to sit in the same room with me while I was playing Path of Radiance Maniac mode. Long block. Oh my god. L is real. 2042? What does that mean? Oh jeebs, I wonder what we're supposed to do here. Well. Dang, if only I had a badge equipped that made me walk really slow so I don't accidentally step off the ledge by accident. Could you imagine if a game had like an equipable that made you walk really slow? Rawr! Big mouth. Oh, we have to explode it. I am noticing that the bombable walls don't look nearly as bombable in the 64 version. They made the walls look a lot more apparent that they're like cracked and that you're supposed to use bombs on them in like the 3DS version. Whoop! Get the thing out. I don't want to lose my shield. It's not refundable. Ah. Do you think the Mario 64 beta leakers waited exactly 24 years, 1 month? Yeah, so wasn't that a thing? Like, there was they found like a whole bunch of unused data about Luigi, or they found like a bunch of like model pieces that stitched together to make Luigi, and they found it like 24 years and 1 month after the game came out, and everyone was like, "Whoa, L was real 2041 or something." I do have a feeling that was on purpose to like make it line up or whatever. I think it'd be cool and funny if it was like they purposefully waited like an amount of time. What is there we go. I am kind of hurting a little bit. So the lineup is the whole like L is real. And what is it? L is real 2041? Is that what it is? I've said it like 3 times, but now I'm second guessing I'm actually saying it correctly. Because there's a sign in like the courtyard for Mario 64 that everyone thought they were reading. Yeah, 2401. That's what it is. 2401. It's just like gibberish on a plaque that doesn't actually say anything. But a bunch of people thought they were quote-unquote reading it. And we're like, oh my gosh, it says L is real 2401. Like, that has to mean something, right? And so everyone was like, oh, that means that like you will unlock Luigi if you do 2401 of something. When at the end of the day, it doesn't actually mean anything. It's just, like, gibberish text. It definitely looked like Eternal Star to you. I don't know what all the lore surrounding it is. I just know the L is real. Oh, you have to go up. That's right. Have to go up and around. I might have to drink a sip of my milk here in a sec. Hold on, wait. So this game has milk in it. It comes in 2 doses. to Milkmingo comedy reference. Come here, you. If I ever try to catch a fairy in a bottle, I pick it up immediately. But the moment I'm just trying to pick up the fairy and not put it in a bottle, it won't get over here. Wait, true, it's a second. The milk is a second potion reference. The quota has been met. We found the second potion. Okay, at least we know we're safe for oops, there we go. We know we're gonna be safe for Twilight Princess as well, because Twilight Princess has the milk that's 2 doses. 2 doses? 2 like helpings or serving size, whatever the correct word is. Is there a second potion in Skyward Sword? What is a second potion joke? In Zelda 1, the 2 potions you can get are like life water or second potion. And all second potion is just a potion you can drink twice. But for whatever reason, its name is second potion. And then whenever you drink a second potion, it just becomes, oh, yeah, that's the wrong door. No, I have to do it all again, don't I? No, I don't. Okay. Oh, wait. I think the pumpkin soup is still 1 use. Isn't the, can't you make the shield revitalizing potion 2 use? Can you upgrade the, like, the shield repairing potion to be 2 uses or something? I really thought there was a potion you could make 2 uses. Style points! Ah! Time to fight the enemy that hates smoke. The Dongo! Rawr! Big scary Dodongo. Fireball me right now. So why do the Fire Temple bosses get unique boss musics again? Ah, got him. Who would win? Giant rock fire breathing lizard monster or stick? Ganon arranged it because he's near Death Mountain. Oh, true. If you choose to play as Smoke in Mortal Kombat, King Dodongo will unfriend you immediately. Yeah, the stick does more damage than the sword. So you can beat bosses faster if you, like, play your cards right with the sticks. It's harder to spam, but, like, the stick does more damage than the sword, so if you pull out a stick into a jump attack, it does, like, 4x the damage a sword swing would do. Whoa! It's me, Darunia. Well done! I also forgot that this game is, like, really funny. Like, there's some really charming and funny dialogue in this game. It'll make an incredible story. We should call it The Legend of Something. All this trouble must have been caused by that Gerudo thief, Ganondorf. He said, "Give me the Spirit Stone. Only then will I open the cave for you." I think we should call it The Legend of Groose. There's no big ceremony involved. Just take this as a token of our friendship. Groose is awesome sauce. Oh my god. Guys. We got it. We got the Fire Emblem! We can open all the chests in the world now. You don't know what he means by swarm brothers, but we've collected 2 spirit stones. You have 1 more to find. Not a very flattering camera angle, but you should go see the Great Fairy on top of Great Fairy Mountain. She'll power you up. Let's see off our brother. Thump, thump. You did great! How about a big Goron hug? Here, let's go get the Great Fairy magic. When is the Fire Emblem actually fire related? Isn't the closest thing in Teleus where it's like a dark fire energy? I don't know. I don't really know why it's called that in FE1. Because it's just like it's just a thing. Like it's just like a shield or something. Oh wait. One of the few moments where Link expresses emotions on his own, and it's him running in terror. Gee, I sure hope there's not a cow in this hole. Ah! You know what? I am in the mood to drink some milk right now. Delicious stuff. And you know what? Since we were talking about second potion earlier, I think I'll have some more milk. Delicious. Ugh, I don't have any milk now. Why did you guys let me do that? Now I don't have any milk. Why is there a cow? Moo, what a nice song. Reminds me of the pasture. That song makes me feel good and produce lots of milk. Have some of my refreshing and nutritious milk. Yippee! More milk to drink. I don't remember when I learned that you could do that. I remember figuring that out on my own, but I don't remember how. Someone give this cow a card, just like the Moo Moo Meadows cow. Why did YouTube try to hide the milk taunt trivia? What? Oh yeah, why didn't that show up on my screen over here? For some reason, the melee taunt where you make drinks the milk is the longest taunt in Smash history, even longer than the one where Mario slowly grows and then shrinks. Yeah, I love that taunt. That's like my favorite one. That's like the ultimate style on them taunt. It's so needlessly long. Oh wait, I'm doing this so suboptimally. Oh wait, you just outrun the rocks if you backwards run, that's right. But yeah, I do remember using the milk taunt in like melee once. And I was like, oh my gosh, that just locks you in for the longest animation ever. And that's why I like it. I would probably be substantially better at Smash if I actually capitalized off of my launches and edge guarded instead of just taunting the moment I hit a guy with a flick smash at 50%. But like, I got a style on him. What's the point in winning if you don't show off in the process? Bum, 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 bum. That's Dante's and Bayonetta's logic. Dante's cool for that then. Oh wait, this is not where I'm supposed to go. It is a little warm in here. We doing oh, we can't get the ice arrows until we're an adult. I actually don't remember. Do you play the... Which button is it? This? Oh, do you like do that? Oh, there we go. Miss Fairy. Ah! I sure hope someone doesn't curse me to have a magic bar. Favorite tourney clip of all time is when someone's shield broke a Robin at 200%, taunted, then jabbed them instead of killing them. Then they edgeguarded, got hit by the Robin's empty tome and died at 0%. That's insane. That sounds like something that would happen to me. Teach you a sword technique. Receive it now. I remember playing Majora's Mask on Wii and always being afraid that my parents would walk in the room whenever I was at one of the Great Fairies. I was constantly afraid like my parents would walk in and be like, Jacob, what are you playing? What is this? That just came back to me and rushed back to me as a memory, like mashing through the Great Fairy dialogue so I didn't have to explain why the Great Fairy is like barely wearing any clothes or something. You're a mess with the royal family, aren't you? Next time you're in their neighborhood, you should drop in for a friend of mine who lives by Hyrule Castle. Alright, so before we go to the Zora place, I'm probably going to go do some around town stuff. Remember the really weird unused cutscene in Majora's Mask of the Great Fairies training Link? No, wait, I don't know about those. Maybe I've heard about them and I forgot them. I probably did. Someone probably showed them to me one time and I forgot. Now I feel bad. Hey, big guy. Uppies, please. Yeah, that feels like the kind of thing someone would have told me at some point in time, but now I feel bad for forgetting. Whoa! We're gonna crash into the flat painting of Kakariko Village. Okay, so now that we're here, I have to go back to Hyrule Castle Town. No, I gotta get the mask first before I forget again. Where is the... It's that mask that Keifi wears in that one game. Look at me, I'm cool and hip with the kids now. The Great Fairy upgrades in Majora's Mask had associated cutscenes with the fairies training Link that were unused. Oh, that's upsetting. Is that a Key something character mask? I heard he's a very popular recently. He's my boy's favorite, that Key something mask. If you don't mind, will you sell it to me? My boy will be very happy with this. Really are, Mr. Hero. Wahaha! You sold the 10 rupee mask for 15 rupees. You earned a little profit. Remember what you get out of doing the masks? So... there's 4 NPCs you have to give masks to. The idea is it's supposed to be like an investment game thing. Like, in real world, you're supposed to take the mask to someone and try to sell it to them for a certain amount. And then, like, you have to give back the money that you used from, like, the mask salesman or whatever. So, like, technically that mask costs 10 rupees. And the guy bought it for 15, so I'm going to get a 5 rupee profit out of it or whatever. You do that for the 4 different masks. And that lets you unlock the Mask of Truth, which lets you see what the Gossip Stones are saying. Because you take the first one to the guard. You You take the second one to a skull kid in the woods. You take the third one to a kid in Kakariko Village. And you give the fourth one to the postman. But yeah, doing all 4 of those gives you access to the Mask of Truth. It also gives you access to the Deku, Goron, and Zora masks that don't do anything. They're just there for, like, flavor. Like, you can wear them and talk to NPCs and they're like, oh my gosh, you look just like a Zora now. That's so cool. Or you can wear a Zora mask and talk to a Zora and they're like, you do realize that's offensive, right? Or you can wear the Goron mask and talk to the Gorons and they're like, you're a brother now! Dude. God, this place does look kind of gross right now. It's kind of sad. I need to remember to go find the dead soldier whenever I get to this part later. So next stream, none of you people let me forget to go talk to the dead soldier in next stream. I'm gonna be very upset if we don't talk to him. Small hole. Hello, Great Fairy. I'm here for free stuff. Who was meaner to the Hyrule Village, Time or Ganondorf? I mean, Ganondorf was pretty rough to them. They had spent a whole 7 years with him. That sounds miserable. Imagine being in the same room as that guy for 15 minutes. He'd probably just start talking about his evil plan. I had a feeling you meant IRL time, because like the town looks kind of rough and dated. But at the same time, again, like the texturing and the modeling works really well, because if I'm looking at this right, the Great Fairy doesn't actually have fingers. Like it's just a clump of a hand, but the texture work actually does a decent job at making it look like she has fingers. So like the texture work on like the houses and stuff looks a little rough, but I really like how the texture work looks on like people's clothes and hands and stuff. So this one's Din's Fire. I don't remember where Four Wind is. Which is sad because I like Four Wind. I sure hope I end up using this at some point in time. MP6. That's really helpful. I forgot they're called by like the amount of magic points it spends. In the 3DS version, they just say like usage, low, medium, or high, or max. Oh, 4 Hours Wind might be behind Jabu Jabu, you're right. Now that I think about it, I don't think we can do the whole mask quest right now. Because I don't remember if there's like a certain point in time where the postman like starts actually appearing. Or he's not a postman, he just runs. He's just like a marathon runner. He's not actually a postman. But he is in my heart. No, I'm going to spend some of this money on Deku Sticks. Because I like punching things with sticks. Let's see. Telling you the MP number isn't very helpful when you don't know how much MP you have. Yeah! That's what's so funny. Is like, it's like, oh, it calls 6 MP. How much is that game? how much MP do I have right now? I guess I could like get money on my way out. I'm trying to remember if there's, I'm trying to minimize my trips between places. All right, we have the spin attack. We get the stronger spin attack later, I think. Oh wait, do we start with the strong spin attack? All right, you get the big spin attack now. Oh, I know what I'm thinking of. In this game, if you quick spin attack by like spinning in the circle and hitting B, it does the blue spin attack. In Majora's Mask, it does the red spin attack if you do that. I like the spin attack. Yosh. Okay, so yeah, we need to go, before going to the Zora place, what would be the fastest way to do this? I think it's going back to Kokiri Forest this way. Bum, 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 bum. Backwards walk. Oh boy, I sure wonder if we're gonna go find a mysterious character that will definitely not come back in a different game or be referenced in a different game. Wouldn't call Smash 64 spin attack a jump, more like an extremely sad hop. I do remember that. I do remember trying to use that in Smash 64 and being like, oh, that's a pretty pathetic recovery. You just kind of like barely like jump up in the air. So I know a lot of people seem to hate Jabu Jabu's belly, but I don't really hate it that much. I think it's like not really one of the stronger dungeons, but I don't think it's like awful or anything. But I see a lot of people not like it. But I don't know. I think it's like fine. I mean, which of the dungeons in this game would I call bad? Oh, you go left here? Because, here, so we put this on. Anyway, I think you have to play music with them first. Sure, we'll do like this. I think you play him the Soraya song. What button combo is it? Don't really like either Dodongo's combo or Fire Temple. Dodongo's Cavern is just kind of really linear. It's not really a dungeon. You just kind of walk. We should be friends. Here, take this. And then now we can put on the mask. Hee hee, under that mask, aren't you the Kokiri kid? Quite an unusual mask you have there. Hee hee hee. Why don't you give it to me? Yowza! You wear it all the time. He just gave you 10 rupees for the 20 rupee mask. You lost money on that deal. Go back to the mask shop and pay the 20 rupees for the mask. The difference will have to come out of your own pocket. It's a dog-eat-dog world out there in the investment world. I like the giant sold out. Alright, I should probably like there we go. Because if I think about the dungeons, Jabu Jabu's like alright. Of course, like the Deku Tree is really simple, but it's the first dungeon. Dodongo's Cavern is just kind of straightforward. It's like the giant red arrow error that replaces missing models in Source games. Exactly. I'm sure if you don't have the money to pay back the mask salesman, he kills you on the spot. Yes. Actually, to unlock, there's a hidden boss fight in this game. You can only unlock it if you don't have enough money to specifically pay back the bunny hood. So the fourth mask, the bunny hood, if you don't have enough money to pay it back, he actually just tries to execute you on the spot, and it starts a boss fight. Hey! Oh wait, I can't get back in the town anyways. I have to play the song. Ah, look out. So, hold on, it's, there we go. Reminds me of a Katana Zero bonus boss fight you unlock by, wow, I spaced out there for a sec. By being mean to the one and only reoccurring characters. Oh, that's so mean. Why would you ever do that? Happy Mask Salesman does seem like a murderer. He does. Like, remember, like, Majora's Mask, he, like, picks you up by the collar and he's like, you gotta get that mask back. Don't you realize the world's gonna end if you don't get my mask back? September 30th today, I'll never forget. September 30th, 1998, the day I'll never forget. Oh, I'm guessing that's like, is that whenever the game came out? Was it September 30th? Or am I missing a joke? Oh, I think I'm missing a joke. Pay me back the 20 rupees for the skull mask now. Payment received. The spooky mask. You borrowed the spooky mask. You can scare many people with this mask. So I know this goes to a kid in Kakariko Village. Bum bum ba-da-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-da-dum, bum bum ba-da-da-dum, ba-da-da-da-da-dum. Let's get the mask out. I'll try to see if there's some places I can use Din's Fire to do cool things, but I feel like I remember it being not super useful outside of helping with some puzzles every now and then. I love backwards walking. Yoop! Clip around the corner. I'm so fast. There's probably also a bunch of piece of hearts I could be going to get right now, but I'll probably just end up picking up the ones that I come along the way. I don't really plan on like meticulously picking up all the piece of hearts in this playthrough. I'll just probably end up picking up like a bunch of them that I find like throughout the playthrough. Oh, someone don't let me forget. I need to do the shooting range when I go back to Hyrule Castletown. Don't let me forget to do that next time I go back there. I will be upset if you people let me forget. I will take it personally. With this mask, I'll be as scary as Dompe. Here's the money. You sold a 30 rupee mask to a kid for full price? He didn't mind paying at all. Let's go back to the mask shop to pay 30 rupees for the mask. You can get the new mask model too. So yeah, the first one you sell for a 5 rupee profit. The next one you sell for a 10 loss. This one breaks even exactly. But I do remember the last one. He just fills your wallet. Whenever you sell the rabbit ears or the bunny hood, he just fills your wallet whenever you sell it to him. I was going to say make sure you empty your pockets before you do it, but I'm going to be real. Money doesn't really feel like it has that much value in this game for the most part. Like, of all games in the series, I feel like Ocarina of Time is the one where I always have more money than I'll ever need and nothing to spend on it. Like, I'm struggling to think for many moments in time where I'm, like, struggling for rupees in this game and I need to go get some. Maybe Majora's Mask, kind of, but you also have the cool bank thing that you can put your money in, so at least you feel like you're doing something with your excess rupees. The issue's never money, it's wallet size. I guess. Even with like the 200 rupee wallet, I don't feel like I have anything to spend that 200 rupees on. I went my full playthrough with just the adult wallet. Like my first couple playthroughs, I only had the adult's wallet, and I never had a desire to ever get the larger wallet size. Because I'm just like, 200 rupees does everything I need it to do. It doesn't help that, like, again, potions just don't feel that useful. Like, the red potion is whatever, because fairies are a thing. I guess green potions every now and then might be useful, but I can't think of many times that I've also ever needed the green potion, really. 64 rupees! Now, in Master Quest, I bought a lot of green potions in Master Quest. That place was, I was very happy to have green potions in Master Quest, because they want you to use Din's Fire a lot. You want to play the game? Okay. Okay, this is significantly harder to aim than the 3DS version. No. That's the red ones, right? Almost. Well, how about this? Well, I'll let you try again for free. No, I missed. Oh, wait, you get extra shots. Nice! Wonderful! Bravo! Perfect! Here's a fantastic present. With this bunny hood, we can run faster than the cars in Big Blue. Oh, I do remember doing that. I remember discovering whenever I was a kid that Sonic with the bunny ears can outrun the cars in Big Blue, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever. I was like, whoa, you can like run faster than the cars. Yeah, I don't think he needs the curry. I think he just needs the bunny hood, and he can run faster than the cars. It's so cool. He's so fast. I guess maybe some of the reason why I feel like I have so much money in this game is because you can so easily stop in here and get, like, a bunch of stuff. Wouldn't Sonic canonically outrun cars anyways? He also gets outrun by, like, Bowser in the Olympics sometimes. Ooh. Adding Mario and Sonic in the Olympic Games to the list of games to stream. I gotta... Specifically... Mario and Luigi at the Olympic Winter Games, the original one on Wii. That one specifically, I need to add to my list of streams to game. Because I played that game a lot. I played a ton of Winter Olympic Games. Mario and Sonic, not Mario and Luigi. Yo, Mario and Sonic, Bowser's Inside Story! Yeah, maybe that'll be one of the one-off games I play fairly soonish. I'll play the Olympic Winter Games on Wii. I remember the first Wii game, I remember being a little dry on content. I remember it kind of Do you want to feel old? Oh, what year about to tell me? You're gonna tell me that like the Mario and Sonic at the Olympic Games came out in like 2007 or something? Or like that what year Winter Olympics came out? Ocarina of Time came out closer to Majora's Mask than modern day. Oh, I felt that. That was brutal. I know, Mr. Owl. I know how the door works. Flap, 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 flap. Also, the game Audacity is old enough to get drafted into the U.S. Army by now. Oh, which game is Audacity again? I think there's a secret right here. Chicken, get down! Oh. Oh, oopsies. Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They aren't selling very well. How about 10 rupees for one piece? Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? Well, they're not that popular yet. How about 20 rupees for one piece? Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They're getting to be quite popular. 30 rupees for one piece. How about it? Chomp, chomp, chomp. How about some magic beans? They're all the rage. 40 rupees for one piece. You don't have enough money. I can't sell them to you. Chomp, chomp. I do really like his dialogue changing every time you like buy beans from him, and he's like, hey, you know, demand go up, price go up, supply go down. The one piece for only 10 rupees. Adding the blue bean in there makes it look super unappetizing. That's where the flavor is. That's where all the flavor is stored. Here, we're gonna try something. Let's see. I could use this one right here, but I think I want to save this one. The one piece for reasonable price. I think I'll go plant these 2 beans and that'll be it for the night. I would love to stay up playing this like for the entire night, but I also have work in the morning. Otherwise, I would just like stay up and play this all night for stream. Imagine if the grocery store was like, you're buying 6 cans of soup. Soup is very popular, clearly. It's more expensive now. Hey, don't give the execs any ideas. It's like the opposite of buying in bulk. Imagine buying in bulk, but things are more expensive because you bought them in bulk. You don't need to imagine dynamic pricing. Oh, you're right. Ah, my favorite. I like that he wears the mask for the rest of the game. Alright, I'm here to use the beam. Oh, wait. There was actually a store that did bulk more expensive thing. Why, though? I feel like that defeats the purpose. Because isn't, like, the point of bulk pricing that you, like, convince someone to buy more than they need? Because I feel like that's the idea, is, like, you can buy a reasonable number of this item for $20, or you can buy, like, 3 times that amount for $50. And it's like, congratulations, you bought more than you'll ever need, but they got more money out of you. That's where I'm trying to use the bean, down here. Okay, I'm gonna try this jump one more time. They had like $3 for 1, $5 for 2. Okay, that makes sense. Like, you know. Then they had 13 for 5. Okay. That's interesting idea. No! Oh well, we'll just do it the intended way. Yeah, that's a very fascinating choice. Because again, the idea is like you convince someone to spend more money than they need to. So why would you like make it more expensive to buy more stuff? That's how you get people to not buy your stuff. Maybe they just hoped people wouldn't notice. Oh, yeah, they could have also just made a math error. That's true. Ah! Bulk pricing probably started off as an economies of scale thing where doing stuff in bulk was less expensive for the merchants, therefore to the customer. Oh, that's true. Oh, I forgot what your dialogue was. It's trying to tell me. Because yeah, that would make sense that it's like way cheaper to ship, you know, 300 pounds of lumber versus like 100 pounds of lumber 3 times. I don't want your cheap rupees. Actually, I do have to grab them. Don't remember the exact numbers. It was just always best to buy them in groups of 2. Yeah, that's fascinating. So if you wanted 6, you would go buy 2 or 3 separate times instead of buying 6 at once. That's so weird. Oh, I missed. Oh, I missed. Wow. There we go. Go to get the big iron lance. If I feel like it, I'll get it. Or the big Goron sword. Get the big Goron lance. It has a weapon triangle over sword. Oh, that's a good idea. Big Goron sword. Don't you get like a piece of heart if you like throw this in there? Meant to say axe to continue to bit. No! That's not what I meant to press. Doesn't seem like this will do anything. Axe body spray. You just sent me. I remember people constantly trying to like buy me that stuff for like whenever I was like a teenager or something. Like, oh yeah, since you're like a teenager now or whatever, you need, you know, stuff like this or whatever. And I remember thinking like, man, this stuff smells awful. Why would I like choose to wear this for any reason whatsoever? And then like during that short time where I was going to a private school, some of the guys would use it like after gym or whatever, and I'm like, man, like this is like why would you like ever want to wear this? Or like this doesn't smell good. Yeah! You throw it and you get drafted by the NBA. Yo! Just like the Bronze Age. Let's see. Oh, one of the beans. There was a place I wanted to use one of the beans. Yeah, that always confused me about like Axe body spray. I'm like, this stuff is awful. freshman in college roommate didn't shower, just used Axe and called it Axe showers. That is something, all right. I'm trying to think of a word to describe it, but I'm struggling to think of one like strong enough to describe how I'm feeling about that. That's vile. Like, why would you do that? Yeah, repulsive's a good word, actually. To make a quest easier, I can pay to get cursed to carry more stuff? Well, it's a good thing I just bought like 7 Deku Sticks. Okay, that'll help us in the long run. This will help out a lot for the big Goron sword trade chain. Because now we can use this to like skip over part of the walking sequence. The only thing I remember being remotely good about Axe body spray was like twice while I was in middle school, someone like taped one of them down so they kept spraying and then like threw it in someone's locker or whatever, or backpack once or twice. And then they almost got executed on the spot for doing it, but it was really funny. Yeah, you're not allowed to teleport during the Goron trades, but because one of the things you have to do is like because let's see, like one of the steps is, let me go back up here so I can better show it off. Because you have to go from like, so there's like the guy here, or the girl that you have to get like a mushroom from or something. So you like get the item from here, and instead of having to run all the way back to the other place, you can run through here, ride this leaf, and it like hovers over the bridge over there, and you can jump off of it onto the bridge to like skip having to walk around as much. So you don't have to walk from like here and take the long way out of Kokiri Forest. Yeah, like a speedrun strategy. It basically just saves you like 40 seconds of walking. It's not that big a deal, but I don't know, it makes me feel smart. Is the number right? It's really only the 5th Zelda? Yep. Ocarina of Time was really only, if I guess the CDI games came out beforehand. But if you're just counting like mainline entries, Ocarina of Time was just the 5th Zelda game. Because it was Zelda 1, Zelda 2 on NES, A Link to the Past on Super Nintendo, and then Link's Awakening on Game Boy. Now, there was like a 4-year gap between Link's Awakening and Ocarina of Time. Oh, maybe it's a 5-year gap. Here we go. Give me the big one. There he is. CDI more like cool, delightful, and delicious, ingenious. Exactly. Oh, we fought the giant Stal Kid. I can die happy now. Can I find another one? No, we're running out of time. Got him. Ooh, big money dump. I did it. Man, I'd love to keep playing, but I do have work in the morning. What's it? I'd love to just keep streaming this. Yeah, that's going to be it for now. This button. Oh, this is still pretty fun. I still quite enjoy this game. This still is this still is game pretty neat, as the kids say, or something. I don't know. Thank you everyone for sticking around and watching. Oh, let's get the Patreons on screen. Thank you to everyone for coming by. Don't forget to like and subscribes. Don't forget to check out the scripted video I put up yesterday. I'm sure some of you have already seen it, but I put some time into it, so it's nice to see it get views and traction and stuff. I always appreciate it. Thank you to any Patreons, both mercenaries and villagers. You guys are both pretty cool and awesome as always. And I will see all of you around. See ya!